I'm cut from a cloth where your word means something. Stand on what you say or stand for nothing. Yeah. A lot of folks talk about love, but love don't hit the same without loyalty. Say they riding with you, then they switch.
All right, man, welcome back to another episode of the Side Podcast Show. And you already know, aka Stay Your Lane. And today, man, we got a guest that keep coming back by the name of Jackie. And we got a new guest that's coming to the show by the name of Felicia. So, y'all already know who Jackie is, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she got too much more to say for the introduction of herself, but this is Felicia's first time on the show. We're going to welcome her on to the show, and we're going to let her tell a couple of things about herself.
Hi. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell them.
We'll start off by asking, where you from?
I'm from New Jersey. Yeah. I moved out here in 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
And what brought you out this way?
My parents was out here, and I pretty much wanted to follow behind them. I'm my daddy's girl, so I ended up coming out here.
Okay, and what's some things that you like doing? As hobbies or for fun?
My hobbies would be doing hair. That's my main hobby. And then I do nursing. It's kind of like my passion. But that'd be my main hobby, is doing hair.
Okay. Well, today's episode is called Silencing the Noise, Parenting Through Financial Struggle and Judgment. What silencing the noise with me is just basically just being able to take in information if needed, but if it's not benefiting to your peace or contemplating with your mental health, like if it was affecting your mental health, we just gotta learn out how to push out the outside noise, just silence that noise, and learn how to stay positive as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say? Silencing the noise, means for you to keep sanity.
I think that a lot of times I need to be to myself, because you can tell me your opinion, and sometimes what worked for you may not work for me. So I listen to what you said. I take heed to what you said, but just being to myself, like centering myself, going over my thoughts, writing stuff down, because I strongly believe that if you write things down and you see it, then you can achieve it. So even if it's something dealing with my kids, my job, whatever, I need to write it down and see it. So just basically getting to with myself, just being by myself.
And what about you, Felicia?
I feel like it's just blocking everybody out. I had a bad habit of letting other people's opinions affect me. So even though it might be something that'll stress me out or something that'll have me not getting sleep, I just know I gotta do it a certain way, because that's how people expect me to do certain things. So now I'm learning that my sanity is what matters the most, because I'm gonna drive myself crazy trying to please other people.
Yeah. For everybody that's tuning in, you know what I'm saying, don't forget to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, man, and comment and give your thoughts. All comments are good comments. We want to hear what y'all got to say. We're going to pop it off with the first question of the day. The first question of the day is, when did it hit you that being a parent means folks always got something to say but ain't got $1 on your bills?
With me, I would say I was raised different from how my kids are being raised now as being a single mother. We were overly financially stable growing up. So I mean, from cleaning ladies to everything else. So I can't give my kids what my parents was able to give me. But when you tell them no and they begin to talk to other family members, it's like somebody might send a cash app or somebody might send the money, and then you get the phone call of, oh, well, you could have did that. You could, but you don't know what I'm handling in my household. So that's one of the things right there.
And for me, I would say, just parenting, period. If I tell my child no to something and then you go back and tell them it's okay to do something, and I'm like, are you going to suffer the consequences that they're going to get because you're telling them to do something that I told them not to do? You know, so it's like you thinking that you can run my household from the outside, but you don't. Are you going to suffer the consequences from telling them what they can and cannot do?
You know, with me, I remember when I had my first girlfriend, and you know, when you're young, you're learning, you're growing. So I remember the first time I asked, I was like, yo, like, why you didn't pick up the phone when I called? And she said, well, when you pay my phone bill, you can ask that question. So, so that goes back to, you know, that first question to me is just like, I don't feel like anybody's opinion matters when it comes to taking care of my family. If you're not help supporting, you ain't gave them nothing, you ain't did nothing for them. So your opinion don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, for those that has help and that has, you know, given to your kids, yeah, their opinion does matter to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? It has to be respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as the respect level is, you know, always at an all-time high, it should never get disrespectful just because you help out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, that's my take on that one. Was the noise louder from people around you or the pressure you put on yourself?
Oh,
I would say the pressure I put on myself. I would drive myself crazy. I mean, to where you be sick or feel like you about to have an anxiety attack because I just have to get it done. I gotta make sure they okay. If I don't go to work, I can't afford to miss work. If I'm sick, I can't afford to miss work. If they sick, I can't afford to miss work. I gotta find somebody that could watch them while I go to work. Because if I miss this day of work, now this is taking out my hours. So now I gotta go to my boss. Hey, can I come in on the weekend? Because I gotta make up for this day. So it's like you drive yourself crazy because it's like I can't afford to say no, or I can't afford not to do something. Because if I can't provide, then we all gonna be out. As me being a mother, it's like, okay, I can handle it. I know how to make sun shake, but I would never want my kids to have to experience the lights being off or there's no gas or they hungry. Like, it's been times I went without eating that they didn't even know.
Oh, God.
Just to make sure that they ate, or making a meal. You just going through the cabinets, just finding something,
Right.
even though they enjoying it, and it becomes just enough. Like, it's not even nothing for you to eat left, but they don't even know that you didn't even eat. And it's not like it's just one day. This could be weeks. But as long as you know they're okay, then that gives you some type of peace. So that's my take on that.
Yeah, that's a strong mother. You know what I'm saying? That's a real mother. And make sure that the kids are, you know, safe and make sure they're straight first. You know, that's respect.
Go ahead.
You got nothing to say on that question? It is.
Tell me the question again. I so many scenarios playing out of my head. I'm like, we are so much alike. It's crazy. Like my boss tells me this all the time. I see you and Felicia, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like Felicia is literally like the younger me. That is crazy. Because I remember times when I would go to work and they would feed us at work, and that would be the only time that I ate. And then I wouldn't eat nothing when I go home because there's only enough to get my kids like burgers or something from McDonald's. And it's like, I don't think it was pride that I didn't tell people. I think it was the fact that I knew nobody would help. It's why I didn't tell nobody. It was the fact that I knew nobody would show up. So it's like, why am I going to tell you what's going on? I'm just going to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a tough situation.
Or people make it a topic of discussion. People love talking about what other people going through, but they'll never talk about what they're going through. So it's not like, oh, you don't have the money or you're not making the money. You could be making the money, but then you got lights, you got gas, you got water, you got rent, got to get gas back and forth to work, you got to take the kids to school. So it's like, no matter how many hours you put in, as soon as your check hit, it's like, I'm broke. Everything gone. So I would say mine would be pride. I mean, I'm so proud, even though I know I can call my parents, but it's like, I don't want to call these my kids. Like, let me handle, let me figure it out. But then it's only certain people that you could go to, even people that you call your friends. It's only certain people you could talk to that about, because they get on the phone, oh, this is what she going through. So it's more so of you try to handle it by yourself as much as you can until people start noticing that you're breaking down or you don't look the same or what's wrong. And sometimes it gets to the point where people ask you what's wrong and you can't even, you done got to the point that as soon as somebody says what's wrong, you just gonna break down crying because you done held it in for so long. But you still got to be careful with who you tell your problems to. That's my thing.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. When did you say you moved down here again?
So I moved down here in end of 2015, 2016.
And how old were you then?
Ooh. I was like in my mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Yeah.
Did you have kids already, a child already?
I had my daughter and I had my son. And then my friends that I was surrounded with, they all had daughters. So I didn't want my son to be like, feminine or soft, or because it's around nothing but girls. So he has an active father. I thought by me doing the right thing, hey, I'm gonna let him come stay with you because that's my only boy. He gonna get away with murder with me, but you with your dad, you're gonna have structure. And at that time I was young and I felt like I was doing the right thing, but it kind of backfired on me because when I did that, it made you get some type of control over him. And you got control over him mentally to where you will have him thinking that you love him more because you're there with him. But when it comes to my daughters, they know he get whatever he want from me. If he call and say he wants something for $400 tomorrow, I'ma find, if I got a DoorDash and I'ma do it. But I feel like that was a mistake. I shouldn't have did it. I shouldn't have did it that way. We should have had some type of arrangement going on. But when we first came, it was just me and my daughter. That was it. Now I have 3 more daughters.
Well, yeah, you're in the same boat with me. I got 5 kids. Got 4 girls and one boy.
That's me.
The crew. The crew, baby.
So, how is life now? You know what I'm saying? Like, with you having 5 kids, like.
So as my son is with his dad, And that's a situation that I feel like as a mother, we try to hide certain things that we go through from our kids. And by me doing that, I've damaged the relationship with my son. Even though his father knows what I went through, I feel like he could have told him in some type of way. So at the time he was with his dad, I ended up having my oldest daughter go with my mom and my dad too, because I was in the worst domestic violence relationship I ever. Watching females now dying from something that I went through is like, somebody had to be praying. But in my mindset, it was, I never wanted my kids to grow up and say, oh, I watched my mom get beat on, or I watched my mom, walk around bloody or stuff like that. So I felt like I put them in a safe place. But by me putting him in that safe place, his dad put in his head as if I abandoned him, instead of saying that she tried to protect your mental. As far as everybody know, you have teenagers, they get in their ways. My daughter, 17, she was a big help. I feel like I did put a lot on her because I needed that help. So she was like a second mom. But I was still, if she asked for something, could somebody come over, I give it to her. But they start smelling themselves and doing everything, and I'm gonna go with my dad. Go with your dad. So now she's with her dad. My younger one, she's visiting her dad, and my last two, they're at home with me now.
Have you ever been in a situation to where you knew of your children's father beforehand, before you ever met them, and you knew what they were about, but you just wanted to see what it would be for you? Have you ever been in that type of situation?
I feel like they all put up a
They be lying. They be lying.
David, it be like where did this nigga come from? Like, this ain't even, and then it switch out of nowhere. So it's like you're trying to figure out something. You're trying to make excuses. Oh, he probably going through something. He gonna switch it up, and in all reality, I feel like with females, you want that love so bad that you would just be trying to ignore. Oh, he gonna change. Oh, it's gonna work out, and he gonna keep doing the same thing. So it's like we see it, but we ignore it because in our mind it's gonna get better, even though it's getting worse by the days. But no, they was all cool.
Yeah.
And I think too that some of that stems from us being children, because I grew up in a household where I had my mom and my dad, and it was like my dad was kind of quiet and very like reserved, and so as I got older, that's how I thought men act, and when I started choosing partners, I was choosing partners like my dad. And then I realized I'm not my mama, so I don't need to choose a man like my daddy. You know what I'm saying? I need my man to be able to talk, So it's like in the beginning, I think that we do see it, but the fact that we want to mimic our parents is what keep us in relationships that we shouldn't be in, places that we shouldn't be.
Yeah. As a man, your dad is supposed to show you the type of man that you should look for, but everybody doesn't have that opportunity. Because some people, parents are in their life, they have both parents, and it's just like you said, it just depends on the type of father or mother that you have. Are they able or capable to show you how things are supposed to go?
Right. And let me say this, my dad was a great father to me. Like, I remember people would say that my dad would get up at 2:00 in the morning and go get me a pillow because my pillows were not sleeping well. So my dad was a great dad. He provided for us. It was just the emotional part. He was emotionally unavailable. And even now, being an adult, I try to give him grace and give him understanding because I know that he can only give what he had to give. So I have to understand that maybe he went through something in his life too that made him the way that he is. So it's not that I'm saying like I don't want a man like my dad, but emotionally unavailable is not something I can do.
I mean, even with me, I would say that I'm a great man, but you know, from me growing up in a 2-parent household, you know, of course my mom was always the emotional one, but my dad didn't show much emotions. He always showed me a funny side, and that's cool, but he never showed too much emotions. You know what I'm saying? The first time I ever seen my dad cry is when he lost his best friend. And that right there, that hurt me seeing my dad cry because I never seen the emotions. And then it later on in life, down the road, when I lost my grandfather, see, my granddad, he showed me emotions, and it's crazy because
Was this your dad's dad?
That's my dad's dad.
Okay.
He showed me emotions. So when my granddad died, I was told I was through. I was crying like a baby. I was
on
out.
the floor.
But my dad, he didn't cry.
Do you think that's the dynamic that they had together? Like, is that how they were with one another?
Yeah, see, at the time, I think I'm like maybe 11. So, and then when his best friend died, I think I was like 8.
Okay.
So, in my mind, you know, I'm not knowing at the time, like, dang, like, how can dad cry for his best friend but not cry for his dad? So, I never understood that until later on in life. I got the courage up to ask him. Because the reason I didn't have the courage to ask him before, because like I say, he never showed an emotional side, so I really didn't know how to come at him. So when I asked him, he said, my dad, never showed emotions to me, and I always tried to prove to him that I was good or I became something, and he always shut me down. So I had to find out that his emotions were hurt, and that damaged the relationship between him and his father. He said one time that he bought his dad a pair of Stacey Adams, and he bought him a watch. He said that hurt his feelings when he gave him that gift. He said, when I gave your granddad that gift, he told me that, he said, who do you think you are, man? You ain't this person. Don't stop trying to be somebody you're not. He was like, man, I'm not trying to be nobody I'm not. I'm just giving you a gift because I love you. Well, don't give me nothing you can't afford. And he said that hurt his feelings. And then when he looked around, his dad gave that watch to his brother and never wore those shoes. So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other things happened to get to that point, but I guess he kind of repeated the cycle. He never did me like that, but just on the emotional side because he always wanted that from his father.
And I think too that I think a lot of times we have to give our parents grace, because as being a parent now, we just doing what we think is best for our kids. Sometimes we have to look at where they came from and how they grew up. And sometimes you don't even know you're repeating a cycle until the damage is done. So that's why he was able to be different with you as a grandfather than he was to your dad as a dad, because he realized that, hey, maybe I do need to say I love you. Maybe I do need to hug you. Maybe I do need to, show more. So I think that sometimes we need to be able to show people grace and be able to forgive them. And not forgive them for them, but just forgive them for you, for yourself.
When he told me that story, I understood that opened up, and I understood more from, why he, was unemotional, but not emotional, you know what I'm saying? So that right there helped me out.
How do you think you are emotionally with your kids? Does it make you uncomfortable, or does it make you feel is it natural for you? Coming from a dad's point of view, because I know like your mom hugs you and your mama say she love you all the time, but just being a man, how does that grow in you or not grow in you?
Well, I think by, having these girls, it changed my life because girls are different, It's, if you're not ready, you gotta get ready. It's like with girls, it's almost like a force.
Yeah, we gonna demand.
Like,
We gonna kiss you when you don't want to be kissed.
yeah, if you're not ready to show that affection, they're gonna show it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, coming home late nights before my baby girl got into school, and she would wait up on me every night. The wait time, she couldn't go to sleep unless I got home. And every time I walked through that door, she always say, "I love you so much, Dad. I'm happy to get home." And you can't help but to say it back. I love you too, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So girls, they force that love, you know what I'm saying, whether you're ready or not. So I believe that's what changed me emotionally by having girls, because I can't admit, when I just had a son at first, I don't think I was there at the beginning emotionally for him, as much as I should have been. I'm here in the house, but emotionally,
Yeah.
I'm shutting him down. Like when he was like started crying, like, boy, stop all that crying. Like, boys don't cry like that. Like, chill out. But at the end of the day, he's crying for a reason, and he has feelings just like anybody else. But it's like we try to toughen up boys so much that it's almost like we forget they have feelings as well. What sacrifices have you made for your kids that won't ever get posted or praised?
Um,
I could definitely say my jobs. Sometimes I wasn't able to take jobs that paid more because of the hours. And if I took that job, who would get my kids to school? Who? Because they got to be dropped off at 7:30. I got to be at the job at 6. Nobody to drop them off. Can't take the job. The job ends at 4. They get out at 2:30. Can't leave them at home by themselves. The bus driver won't let them off without me being there. Can't take the job. If the job too far out, can't take the job. So I've definitely have sacrificed my time, my mental health, because I don't think people understand that when you start having kids, nobody thinks in their mind they're going to be a single parent. That's not your thought. Like when you're having kids, you think that you're in a loving relationship and that it's going to work. And even for myself, I can even go a step further, that I thought that I was doing it right because I was married both times. So I think that I sacrificed a lot. My mental health, my time, money. I've lost money. And I think that people will never praise that because they think that that's what you're supposed to do because you're a parent.
I mean, I feel like it's the same thing. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing. That's crazy. I was trying to find something else, but No, I think that's it. I was saying my peace of mind. You will. I'm not just gonna say as a mother, because I mean it's probably father that's going through it too. But you will literally lose your mind if you don't catch yourself. And you'll overstress, and you'll overthink, and you'll overwork, and you'll end up putting yourself in a dark place. And if you're not surrounded by the right people that's there to like catch you and get you back on track, you'll be a goner. Cause it's been sometimes I just sit in the dark.
And I'll call and be like, excuse me,
Like,
turn them lights off. What's going on over there?
or you overthink so much. Like my daughter, she's 6 months, and every time I could be crying, just thinking, and my tears would just be here. And she'd be looking at me like, please get it together, whatever it is. But it's like your peace, because you always on the go. You don't really, as a mother, you forget to take the time out for yourself. Or I feel bad if I go get my nails done. Or I feel bad if I get my hair done, because it's like I could be putting this money towards them. So everybody like, no, self-care. You hear it, but you be like, no, I went months without nails, feet, hair. People like, your hair's so pretty, not knowing I don't have the money to go get it done right now because I'm paying bills. So everything she said, but your peace of mind, you will sacrifice your peace of mind as a parent because you just overthinking.
You ever had to tell your children, not right now, and that feel just hit your chest?
Mm-hmm. You be like, I calculated your hours at work. Like, okay, so you make a promise. We're going to have a mommy and daughter day, or plan it out. You check it, Bill snatched it. Now y'all in the car. They looking at you. You looking at them. You hoping they'll remember what you said.
And
Like,
then they ask,
it's Friday, and you said today we gonna have a mom and daughter. You like, well, I can't do it right now. And it's like, kids so innocent, so they'll be so understanding. They might ask questions, but they'll be so understanding. But then you see that they just so hurt because they wanted it so bad. So to see that, now you just all messed up. Now you hurt. I made a promise. I broke a promise. I can't even do what I planned on doing. And it's like, they hurt. So how do I make up for this hurt?
mm-hmm.
And that's what leads back into overthinking and stressing. So yeah, I feel like that's probably the worst pain. I don't even think it's the pain of saying no or I can't. It's just seeing
The pain that you
and seeing the pain in them, like that you done hurt their feelings. To me, that's the worst right there.
Yeah, when my kids were younger and we was living in Alabama, and I just got divorced, moved to Alabama, and we was staying in the projects. And I had no money coming in, and I didn't know what we was going to do. And so my kids was asking for something. I can't remember what it was, because it was a lot of times I had to say no. I think it was really the humility of telling my kids no, because to me, my kids think I'm like a superhero. So anytime I can't be a superhero to them, it hurts my soul, especially coming from parents who took immaculate care of me. Like my mama and daddy made sure I had everything. There was nothing that I wanted that I didn't get from them. So it's like, if my kids ask for a certain pair of shoes, I can't get it. So it's like, I'm failing as a mother. Like, I'm failing as a person, because I feel like without my kids, I wouldn't even probably exist. Like, I don't even know who I am without my kids. Like, as my kids grow up today, I don't even know who I would be without them. So to have to tell them no is like one of the biggest blows that I've ever took in life. Like, none of the marriages, none of the other stuff, but my kids, is like the most important thing that I live, breathe, work, move, do anything for. So to have to tell them no is like, it's like a big blow.
One thing I just thought about, going back, to Felicia. I know you said if you needed it, like you can ask your parents, for the help, but you just don't want to. Now, ain't gonna lie to you. It's nothing wrong with asking, your parents for help if you need it, especially if you're in, a certain type of situation. Because at times when I didn't feel, I didn't know where to go, I was struggling, I asked my parents for help. That's about the only people I would ever ask for help if I really need it.
Okay, so let me go back. With my dad, how you said your daughter was, that was me. Like we was suburban, so we ain't had corner store, we had gas station store. So I'll call, can you stop at the gas station store? Wait for him. Like he was upstairs and I was up, he had to come rock me in the living room. Like my relationship with my parents is the opposite from y'all relationship with y'all parents. So my father was the caring, affectionate. He makes songs. Everybody got a song. All his kids got a song. Even to this day, if I catch a flat tire right now, he in New Jersey, I'm gonna call my dad before I call AAA. And I'm that type of daddy's girl. My mother was emotionless. Like she was just, and like you said, when you grow up, you learn the stories of why. But my middle child, I see me and her so much. I used to write my mom notes, like just to get, it got brushed under the rug. It was like growing up, you felt like your mom had some type of hatred towards you. I'm my dad's first girl, and just like you said, your girl's gonna take your attention. Jackie see my daughter with me all the time. She care less. When her dad come in the building, she gonna lift up, do whatever she gotta do to get to her dad, and she only 6 months. So it's like, going through that affected me with my daughters because my mother she's not a hugger. You didn't get the constant reminders that I love you or how's your day. It was, people look at it when you grow up in a nice house and with money and all that. It's so much stuff that comes behind that, behind closed doors that you don't see. The abuse, whether it's mental, physical, sexual, all of that. It's so much stuff, and it gets brushed behind. It gets closed. It's closed behind the door because you're putting up this persona that you're this great family. When everybody in there losing their mind, you didn't even know who was in the house because we didn't eat together. We had a cleaning lady. My mom would cook if she felt like cooking. It wasn't no family gatherings. I feel like that's why I'm so family oriented. But because I didn't get the hugs and I didn't get the constants, I love you, it messed up my relationships with my daughter. But my middle child is teaching me. Even said, "Mommy, can I have a hug?" And I say, "No, she's gonna give it to you anyway." She don't care. But it damaged my relationship with my oldest daughter. So that's something that I'm working on. That was just doubling back on which so it's like people go through the same thing, but with opposite sides. So with my dad, if you meet my dad right now, like he a pastor, got his own cabs, but then he drive cab because he still want to keep working. You get in the car with him right now and he hear you on the phone like, "Oh, well, don't turn my lights off. Let me just," he just that person, "Well, how much you need it?" He swear everybody gonna pay him back. And don't know nobody from the campaign. But as long as you tell him you gonna pay, I'm gonna pay you back. He's gonna pay it all. So it's not like, oh, I don't want to go to you and get it from you. It's like you paying everybody from, we all grown. He's still paying cell phone bills, car note, car insurance. At this time, you're supposed to be we're supposed to be taking care of you. So you're not just taking care of your children. You're taking care of other people's children. You got some siblings you're taking care of. You got strangers you're taking care of. It's times that he done helped everybody out so much to when he said he don't got it, you don't believe him. So he'll hustle himself up. Like, I don't watch my dad fall asleep in the car, tired, but he got to keep going because you got to help somebody, not your bills, but you got to pay somebody else's bills. So it's like you said, I never really seen my dad cry. I never really seen my dad cry until he had like that break. Everybody has that breaking point. It's like everybody coming to you for money. I need, can I hold? I need this. I need, and he steady said, I don't got it. I don't got it. To where he lost it on FaceTime. I don't got it, like crying because I really don't have it. That broke me.
You don't want to put the pressure.
Yeah, because seeing that, it's like, oh, I will hustle it up. I don't care what I got to do to make sure you don't get where you at there. Because even with him not having, if I call my dad and say, hey, I need money for my lights, he might not have it, but he gonna hustle it up and make sure he got it within the next couple of hours. I don't want him to have to go through that.
Why you explaining, your story like that, yeah, that's definitely a difference. With me, when I was saying, like, if it is a time that I had to ask my parents for help, if they don't have it, they're just gonna say, look, I don't have it, but if I did, I'll give it to you. At the times that I did need that help, they did have it. You know what I'm saying? They were able to help. Jackie will tell you, like, if it ain't them, I ain't asking nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't asking nobody. Can't nobody come out and say, I ever asked for help. Oh, and then I may have a smile on my face. Things may look good while you looking from the outside trying to look in, but you'll never know it. Cause I'm never gonna ask. I ain't never gonna show it. I'm gonna just act like everything is all good. Yeah, but yeah, I feel you when it comes to that. Like when you see, everybody else, had to go, and then you don't want to be a burden and stress a person out even more when you already know what's going on. Yeah, I feel that. Have you ever been looked down on by family, friends, or strangers just for doing the best you could?
It's like, I recently just went through that. So it's like, you working, you pulling doubles, you working. I don't work 6 to 7 days a week, doing 13, 14-hour shifts with probably about 12, 13 residents, just to make sure everybody is comfortable, fed, bills. And then you get a phone call like, oh, she just wants to spend time with her mom. She just needs time with her mom. And it's like, I hear you. I get it. But right now, I have to, if I say, okay, well, I'm going to take off today. We're going to have mom and daughter day. Can I call you and say, hey, I need some money on the gas, or I need some money on the water. Then it's, oh, I don't got it. But you just told me I need to do the mommy daughter dates more often. So it's like, I'm a be a bad mom if I can't provide, but then I'm a bad mom if I can't give that time. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation. So it's easy to say, yeah, give her time or give them time. You got to do dates and all that. But then when I say, hey, I need to buy it, or I don't got it right now. Okay. So that's my main thing. It's like, spend time and do it. And I do spend time, but the dates and all of that, I don't have it right now to do. It's not that I don't want to do it, but I don't have it right now. Like, let me get to where I need to be financially wise so I can provide that. I think some people, well, as far as my parents, I think they be forgetting that my income, it don't match your income. And then y'all had 2 incomes coming in the household. So, but my mom worked because she wanted to work. She didn't work because she had to work, because my dad was a provider. So if you didn't feel like working, you didn't have to work. He took care of everything. So it ain't like that no more. Like, and it's very random you're gonna run into a man like that that's gonna say, well, just sit at home and I'm gonna cover all the bills. So I think people be forgetting that too. Like, we don't have the same lifestyle that y'all had when we was growing up. So it puts it goes back to, it puts that stress on you. It puts that anxiety on you. Like, because you're trying to make things work for other people instead of for yourself.
Okay, as a moving forward, like after you have, one child, two child, three child, well, 3 children, as a moving forward, um, when you meet someone new and you see that they're not really in a good financial situation, you still think they're handsome. Why do you think that a lot of women continue to move forward with someone that they know could be a bad financial decision for them?
I feel like some females might be damaged. You just want that. You want that love, or you feel like you just have to have that person there. You want that family image so bad, so where it's like, okay, well, I know what I could bring in, but as long as I have that family image, then it's okay. And not only that, we're doing it for other people, how they're going to look at it. Like where I'm at now with my relationship and Jackie, been through some times, but if we double back on the domestic violence, that was my best friend there. And he was trying to pull me out that situation. But that's like when people say, well, you're in the domestic violence relationship, why do you stay? Jackie asked me that. Well, what makes you stay? It don't start with the physical. They start with your mental. They break you down mentally. You done opened up to them. You told them everything. Use that against you on top of abuse. So now you looking at yourself in the mirror for what they did to you. You're going to feel like nobody else wants you. But luckily I had that person there. And if I would have took the advice that he gave me at that time was just come with me, just leave. But I was scared. That was all the way back in 2017. Here we are now, 2026, with a baby. And it's like we learned each other. That's another thing. You got to meet your person. People gonna change for who they want to change for. When I first started dealing with him, he didn't care about no bills, he was in the streets, okay? Car meets, car, all of that. And it took time. I didn't give up on him just because of you was my best friend back into give me that person back, because I know that's who you are. Within the years, you run into other people and they damage you. So I feel like with your answer, you hope and pray that that person will change, which was my situation right now. I waited and I prayed. Sometimes you really want to be with that person. How bad you want to be with them? Pray over them. Pray over your relationship. Pray over their pillow. That's how this current relationship was. Now, the other one, it was just like, okay, he's cute. It's going to work out. But no, I guess by getting older, people want to settle down. That's where I'm at with it. I want to settle down, but like you said, you like, oh, he's cute, so you don't care about nothing. Everybody else look at y'all look cute together, and he done cheated on you with the whole Atlanta.
Yeah. We grow and we mature and we learn about our morals and values and things that are important to us. I know for me, like I said, I seen my mom and my dad together until death did them part. And then my aunt and my uncle have been together since I was alive. All my family, everybody is married. So it's like in my mind, I was born a wife. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be married to somebody. And so it's like you want that, but also when you've been broken and not doing the work, then you will settle for anything because you just want what you want. I want to be loved so bad. I want somebody to want me and treat me right and hug on me and guide me and, and you choosing people who you think is right for you, and then they start showing you signs and it's like, well, I'm gonna just stick it out because you don't want to collect more bodies or whatever you're doing.
See your friend, girl, he love me.
Yeah, so now you don't want to look stupid like my man. They think somebody and he over here dogging you out. You're like, hey, I ain't saying nobody. Okay. So it's like, Sometimes you just think you stuck. Sometimes you just, in your mind, you think you just stuck. So you just stay.
Yeah, with women, from what I have seen from other women, I have best friends is women. I got a wife, I got cousins, sisters. I mean, it's just for women, they want love. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really be. So a lot of times that love would make them just take what they can get.
Yeah.
Now, with a lot of men that I done met in my life, only time they want to get serious is when it's cold. They want that BBW for their heat.
What do they call them? What do they call them now?
What?
Dog, I wish I knew. Somebody put it in the comments. What do they call them? The men who, they be like, hide your houses. It's something time. Oh God, I'm gonna think of the name of it. But yeah, they just want to come live with you.
Yeah, they be like, well, dude be like, shit, boy, it cold as hell, man. It's on goddamn winter time and summertime, I'm back out.
Outside.
And I don't know why y'all be thinking that plus size women be taking care of people and out. No. Stop thinking that. No.
Right.
They want to come to our house. Oh, she got a little job. Sir, no. This is 2026. Y'all stop doing that. Stop doing it. My house is in the shop.
Yeah,
It's where Jack.
In the shop. And it's a lot of money to get it out.
Yeah, but sometimes I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes just in general, we put ourselves in certain situations. Like at a certain age, and people can change, but at a certain age, if you got 30, if you're 30 and up, and you as a man, you got kids here, over there, and you still staying with your grandmother or your parents, there's no way that a woman should ever take that person serious. But it being the love.
I got to sit up on you. What?
But
do you know what they be having?
They be lying.
They got,
Sometimes you don't know they live with the mom and the grandma.
And the ones that do cuz, it's fire.
I know.
It's fire.
I know exactly what gets you there. I know that what got this.
It gets you.
Change, but that's all they can supply.
Yeah, but at the time, you don't be thinking about that. You don't be thinking about that, cuz. Think about it. Let's think about it.
So, you mean to tell me you'd rather have hard pipe down Ricky instead of little Jimmy they got the racks?
Who running my bath water and rubbing my feet?
Yeah.
Which one I'm doing it? Cause that's what I want. Listen, I don't care where you work. You can work at McDonald's making $6.25. Understand this. If you rubbing my feet and you listening to how my day was and you treating me like a woman and you letting me be soft and you letting me vent to you and you loving on my children and my family love you, I'm up through there. I'm coming to the job about you. I'm pulling up at your grandma's house about you.
I second that.
I'm coming and acting a fool.
I second it.
What?
It's not always about how much money. Now, I ain't saying you gotta have a job, but my biggest thing, be my peace.
Please and thank you.
Be my peace and let's have an understanding. We both got bills. We're gonna make it.
And that would help too. That helped.
But see, it's not about the money.
Okay.
It's
All right.
about where he's at now. He's 30 with
Oh, no,
5
I'm not done.
kids.
And he could be working at McDonald's.
No.
30 with 5 kids and working at McDonald's.
And if he my piece,
They got 12 inch. That 12 by 12.
and the other stuff I ate, and the other stuff.
And brother, if
You rubbing my feet. Come on now. Eat my piece.
But guess what, though? He been rubbing feet and rubbing backs.
Okay.
And five times ago.
Okay. Okay.
So
I ain't gonna make it to 6 because I can't have none. So we ain't gonna make that mistake. But we in the crib.
Right.
I'm bringing plates to you, hot ones. I got to leave work at 5. I can't stay past 5 on one, boss. I got to go.
but what happens when you need something financially? I know the back road because that's gonna get old.
Well, let me tell you something. Have you ever, you a man, so I'm gonna ask Felicia. Felicia, have you ever been so tired, but your man came home and rubbed you and did all the things you needed to do? The next day you go to work like, hey y'all, I can do your job. You want me to do it? I'm superwoman in that thing. I'm doing your job and mine.
People can definitely tell at work when you a
Yes.
peaceful night. What you mean? Not, I get what you say. It's not take away from your question, but
He give you strength. Superpowers.
it's I get both sides. My thing is, if you a headache and I gotta get up and go to you going to work, you ready to fight everybody, residents and all. Don't look at me the wrong, just please. But then if y'all getting you just like she said, you gonna do everybody's job. You gonna do housekeeping, cook.
You a headache to me. Plus, I gotta get up the next day and go to work. And let's just say you send me 4 racks. I'm sending the money back. I don't even want it. You a headache. I want you to take the money and move out immediately.
But yeah, don't get me wrong, 'cause, we talked about this before. Like, it don't, in previous podcasts before, it's not about what a person makes. You know what I'm saying? I never judge a person on what it makes. Because a person can be at Taco Bell or McDonald's and have a better savings or better financial plan than you working at the airport.
Right.
So that doesn't matter. But in our mind, we have to look at things logically and be like, hold on, wait a minute. This nigga 35. And he stays at home with his grandmother. And he had 6 kids. And 5 baby mamas. So, is those back rubs that good and is that wood that good to just satisfy me at that moment, just to send me to work happy the next day?
I'm coming to his grandmama's house and putting all this shit in black metal. And I'm telling his grandma, thank you for keeping him for 35 years. I got the rest.
But what
I got it.
What if it comes with baby mama drama?
Now that's a problem. And the reason why that's a problem for me is because I have 2 baby daddies and you've never seen them. They Casper. They not a problem in my life. So I'm going to need that same courtesy. Keep them under control because we too old for that right now. If you still want him, he ain't coming back right now. He over here with the queen. Allow him to be over here and then, whatever. But they don't act like that. They don't be respectful.
I don't feel like they are. Sometimes they don't even have control. When you said keep them under control, it don't even be the dude, just be the baby mother. I don't understand.
That's why I said they don't be respectful.
You ever notice that when you the new girl, you always ugly to the baby mom? It's always
I bet all types of ugly. All types.
They always, oh, you're ugly girl. And you're like, ooh.
Thank you.
That's one thing I can say. I don't feel like every male can control the baby mothers. It don't be them. It just be the baby mother. They'll sit there and tell, man, it's her. They'll say.
But you know what be so confusing to me? Because I'm not one of them. I don't understand why they are one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be telling my kids, daddies, do not tell these people we were together. We are brother and sister. Stop telling them we were together or married or any. I'm not blaming you. We just know the same kids. I don't want to give you no problems. I promise you I don't.
Even though I'm married, my standards have changed. When I was younger, I wanted that hood chick. Know what I want?
Really?
Yeah, I love the ratchet girl. They want to be like, boy, somebody. Yeah, boy, y'all. Yeah, I love that shit. I love that romantic shit. I was
Why?
You didn't come from that. Why?
I didn't come from that, but I'm raised around it. Because you got to think, folk coming from the west side, They come from Bar Home, Carver Home, Capital Home, all the home. You know, all the home. And they coming in with that ratchet shit, and I'm like, I love that shit. Love that shit. Like, hey, it's somebody. You know, why the fuck he call me? Now I'm like, said do something silly. But now, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? But just being young, just that shit right there just did something to me, especially when you gotta think, when Katrina happened, shit, when I'm in the 10th grade or so, when Katrina happened. When a girl from New Orleans came down here,
Baby.
boy,
How they say it?
they said, boy, you buku crazy, boy. Y'all, since no more,
Them the craziest ones. Them the craziest.
Yeah, I had to find that out. When
I say they don't.
They loved us and we loved them. I'm like, shit, shout what's going on? He's like, oh, I love that boy. I was like, I love it too. Shit, we romantic, we don't vibe.
No.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, but now I can't stand it. I see that racist shit.
Turn to him, you be like,
I go the fuck out the way. Yeah, but yeah, nigga, somebody Obama got that. See that nigga? I'm like, I like that shit, my phone. I need some classy shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't take it. No.
Don't go ahead and head out. Oh my God.
Well, you know, it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect, but just as a me, like that being my female and that's your vocabulary. Now, like, nah, like, baby, what the fuck? Like, don't let no disrespect you like that. Hell no. We gonna get in any restaurant. You know, we're not no, yeah.
get your coat and come on. Right now. Right now.
Nah, but in the old day, I'm with that shit. But yeah, let's do it. Right.
It's foolish.
What was it, Jack?
Foolish.
Good God almighty. Yes, Lord.
Because I never knew this about you.
I stay ratchet one. I'm telling you. Mama used to be like, she too ratchet.
When you see his mama, you gonna know her.
She's like, what you bringing that ratchet girl around here? I'm like, Mom, she not ratchet. Why she talk like that? What's she talking about? I mean, like, Mama, I like that though. Like, and sure enough, Daddy be like, shit, I don't see nothing wrong with it. She's pretty. Yeah, she's pretty and ratchet.
Look, Auntie, who that is? Let me see.
You better not be going around with these little fat, little ratchet, little girls getting pretty now. I said, nah, I ain't doing that, Mama. I'm good on that end. So I ain't now. I said, if you don't want them problems, I know something you don't know.
Now you know.
But I ain't gonna lie though. You know, the ratchet ones, they do hit different. What does it different? You understand me?
Because the broke ones do too.
Yo, I can't. Why are you like this?
I ain't gonna lie. You be like,
They make you think they rich, Jackie. You
nah, you
they
just
broke.
looking like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way you broke.
Ain't no way you broke.
Ain't no way you broke.
But I guess
Homosexual.
Oh, what?
A homosexual.
She found out what the word was.
Straight homo. Hide your keys and hide your house.
Oh my God.
I guess it's come on both sides because, you know, women be beautiful and, you know, I have like the same situation going on, but they use their looks to, you know, do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially strippers, you know, they be pretty as hell, you know what I'm saying? And different strippers come from different places, but the ones that do come from the hood, it's like that's all they know. Like they have to use their looks and their body to make it to a place where they don't want to go back to.
Right.
And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I would say for strippers is just don't get caught up in the game. Like don't sell your body. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it to make the money, just make the money and try your best to get out the game and find you something that you done put up a major bag and now you can, you know, just coast the rest of your life out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you keep going when your tank is on empty but your baby still needs you?
I think that we are in survival mode now. I was just telling one of my friends that I have been on cruise control for literally 16 years and I never knew it. My nervous system is on cruise control. Like, sometimes I don't even think about me being tired or sleepy. Literally, I don't think about it because I know that once I clock out from one job, I got to go to the next one. I just got to go. Like, it's not even a thought anymore. It's just something that I started doing, and I know that nobody ain't coming to rescue me. Nobody ain't coming to help me. Ain't nobody giving me nothing, so I don't have a choice.
With me, honestly, I would say prayer. I'm a PK kid, so it never leaves. It'll never leave you. And
when you say PK, you mean preacher?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, then.
So it's not against no, you know, everybody got their own religion, but that's what I was raised up on. But I done seen so many situations that it be like, I don't got it. And where this come from? It's like when you get, I got to the point where I have nothing but a prayer. Like literally had to cry out to God driving to work or dropping my kids off at school. I don't want them to see it, but as soon as they get out, like just pray. Like, God, if you I just need you to make a way. Like I need something. I need something to shake. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mental. I'm losing my kid. It's just, and then you just slowly see things beginning to come together. Like when I'm really at my last, like it gets to the point like, you know, I don't care. It's so much stuff hitting me, and it cannot. You become numb. But if you get just a little bit of strength to say a prayer, or you have friends that could pray for you, everybody don't have that. So that's what got me going. Because even if I don't have anything, I know I can have everything just by praying about it. So that's what on my lowest times, that's what I get to. That's what I go to.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You want to know one thing that I have never had? I never had a preacher's kid.
No, it's crazy. They try to say we're the worst ones.
The worst.
That's what I heard.
We're not the worst ones, you know, but I was so shocked.
I ain't gonna say the worst ones as if something wrong with y'all.
They wow.
I heard y'all the best ones.
It's the fact when you a real preacher kid, it was so bad that I used to be in elementary school and like, I be watching music video, they rapping, and I used to just be sitting there because I ain't know, we wasn't allowed to listen to rap. We was in church Tuesdays, Sundays, Thursdays, Sunday school, revival. All you know is church. So when you get a little whiff of outside,
you outside.
Take off. You anything. You just want to do everything because you
outside. Take that coat off. I don't see you
outside. So my grandfather told me I was gonna bust hell wide open.
When I see them all with them legs, you outside.
I got.
Cause like let me see.
They be like, you not. Ain't no way you was. It's so bad. Don't judge me now.
We ain't judging you.
No, I ain't judging you.
Like, What church and go to, so I won't go. There ain't no way.
Listen,
No way.
listen, God forgives if you ask.
It's bad.
It ain't bad. That's who you are.
I mean, I use my tattoos as my therapy.
It ain't bad. That's who you are.
Well, I know it got to be some truth when they say y'all are the best ones because we damn near identical. I got 5, you got 5. So some got to be good.
I was not. I was.
You got on mighty. Yes, Lord.
Only doing.
Hey, that's the only reason I stayed.
Yo.
Yes, Lord. So yeah, we gotta be some in the milk that's keeping them coming back and they get them licks. You understand?
Jack.
Yes, Lord.
Supposed to help me out.
I guess. Y'all know once I get started laughing, it's so.
Yes, Lord.
Ain't no way.
So it gotta be truth in it. Yes, Lord. How do we raise confident kids when money's tight but the love run deep?
That's something that I'm doing now. I don't think that I have always raised confident children just because I wasn't there. I was at work. So it's like you're not there to tell your children how beautiful they are all the time or how handsome they are or you're strong, you're brave because you're not there. You're at work. So now that I see certain things in my children, I remember to encourage them. And I think that now that I'm a little older, I speak more to them about certain things. I give them, shed light on them. So I think that that's how I am reversing what I did, just by being open with them and being more truthful and encouraging them.
I think I'm learning to do that now. Before I used to, what my younger two now do, they have them sitting in the mirror like, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm strong. Then I stopped doing that, which I shouldn't have. But now I'm learning, I just really, you're cute. You're so pretty. But it still catches them off guard because I'm trying to build that relationship back up with showing a lot of affection. So right now, I'm working on that with them as a mother. I could say I lack with the showing the affectionate side. So learning that and working on it now. So that's something I'm trying to put into place now.
What are you most proud of as a parent, even when all the odds are stacked against you?
That I made it happen. Even when I didn't think I was going to be able to make it happen. That I'm still able to provide, no matter how stressful it gets. Like, they still have everything that they need. They might not have everything they want, but they have everything that they need. So.
And mine would be, because my kids are a little older now, when I hear them talk to other people, I just see the things that I've implanted in them. And that makes me feel so good. Like, I did that. Like, for graduation, my son was like, Mama, when I walk across the stage, you gonna know I'm shouting you out. And I'm like, okay, because you ain't gonna have time to say nothing. And we always do this little thing with each other. And when he walked across stage and my baby did like this, I said, yeah. We did it. That was like one of my proudest moments. So just to see them like happy and healthy and thriving and knowing that I beat myself up so much because I wasn't there like I wanted to be, but they're okay. Like, being able to know that they are okay. They're doing good. They're mentally doing good. They're able to talk to me and tell me, like, Mama, we know, we understand, we see. That's like my proudest moments, just to see them healthy and thriving.
One day when your kids are grown, What do you hope they remember about your sacrifice?
That I never gave up. That even if they see me crying or stressed out, sometimes I might have took the frustration out of them. Like I never gave up on them. I always kept going, and that's something that I would want them, God, when I'm dead and gone, for them to remember. Like I always got to keep going, because my mom always kept going, no matter how bad it got. She still made it happen.
I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing. To know that, to know me is to know that I love them. And through anything that we ever could have went through together, that I was able to keep going. I never gave up. No matter how bad it got, no matter how tough it got, I was able to keep going, to be able to give them what they needed. Maybe not all of their wants, but their needs was definitely met. So yeah.
So, well, we're gonna hit y'all with the last question of the day. And last question of the day is, if you could leave parents with one word or a lesson when the noise get loud, what would it be?
I would say go somewhere very quiet, take a deep breath, and know that you are doing your best. Know that your best is good enough, that we see you, you are seen, and that you are heard, and that how you feel does matter. And at the end of the day, when you finish overthinking and stressing and you're upset, it's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. As much as you stress, it's all going to work out.
I would say, no matter how bad the situation gets, your kids don't love you no less. And that should be your motivation to keep going. Because even though you're looking at it like you're a bad mother, which you're not, nobody's perfect. We're all learning the parenting thing at the same time. No, there's no rules to it. Every person is different. Every child is different. All my kids is different. They have their own personalities. But as long as you don't give up, that's what makes you a good parent. And your children don't love you no less. Just hug them. When you feel like you're ready to give up, just go give your child a hug and just listen to the things that they say. You're going to be crying because you're going to be thinking you this worst person, and to them, you a superhero. So just don't give up. That would be my thing. No matter how hard it gets, just don't give up on yourself or your children.
Yeah, that's a fact. Never give up. Always keep pushing. So, man, listen, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Sire Podcast Show. And once again, don't forget to comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment. All comments are good comments. So let us know how you feel. You know, express your thoughts. And once again, you already know what we coming with, that practical life advice, that raw motivation, and a little entertainment. And today it was a sensitive topic, but at the same time, you know I got to bring the entertainment. So we're gonna mix it together. And once again, I appreciate for my cousin Jackie coming back as always. And I appreciate Felicia for coming through for the first time.
Ling Ling.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ling Ling.
Oh my God.
Once again, it's the Sire Podcast Show. Checking out. And we out.
We out.
The hell loyalty, more than love, I say. Loyalty, more than love, I say. Loyalty. single time love will fade like a